It's me, Barb, and I'm at There's Mr. Crumbly at Crumbl Cookies. It says cookies and chill. I don't know if I'm chilling today, but it is chilly out. Penny was like, don't go, it's going to be snowing. But it hasn't snowed a lick, not a flick, not a flake, not anything. Anyway, how y'all doing out there? Are you doing all right? I tell you, what a day I've had today. Well, I've been fine. Been mellow jello. I forgot the uke. Hold on. I will improvise because I can do those kind of things. I love improvisation. Okay, let me go on. So this is Crumbl Cookie Day, and there are 6 cookies. The chocolate chip is the milk chocolate chip. Oh, you know I love that. I give it a 12, I'm sure, if not higher. And the other one that I'm not reviewing is the vanilla sugar, and that's a chilled cookie, and that has that big swoop of delectable vanilla buttercream frosting. I am not a big Crumbl Cookies frosting queen, but some people love the sugar cookies, so if you love it, you're going to love it. I usually give it a 6 or a 7, and I got to look things up, but, you know, I want to live my life. Anyway, so let's do a quick overview, and then I'll sing, because you'll understand why in a minute. Okay, so here's the overview. We're going to just do 3 cookies this week, and we're doing the Brownie Sundae and the wedding cake. Now, can you see that? The wedding cake. And then this is the new cookie, you all. The new cookie. The new cookie is the graham cracker fudge sandwich. So there's 2 cookies in one. I'll show you. See, 2 in 1 again. 2 in 1 for the little ones. Anyway, so those are the 3 we're going to try this week. I was only going to do 2. I was just like, you know, I'm living on air. And, I said, okay, I'll just do 2. I was just going to do 1, but then I said, I'll do 2. Well, then Josh, the owner of the 2 stores in Asheville, North Carolina, he came by. They were having all kinds of trouble this morning in their North store, which is Westgate. And, I tell you, Crumbl Cookies, I know you believe in calling it the shopping centers, but you'll get tons of tourists if you call it Asheville North and Asheville South. Oh, my goodness, I am just bossy this morning. Well, I guess I always am. Anyway, so 3 cookies I'm going to review. The other cookie is the Kentucky butter cake. And had I known Josh was going to, he comped me the wedding cake. He said that's one of his favorite cookies. And so did a couple other people. So I thought, well, I better try that. I don't totally remember it. So we're going to do 3. But we'll have fun, and we're going to do the new cookie, so that'll be good. Now, see, me trying to be I'm taking these apart. I was trying to, make sure everything was easy to take a picture of and go through. I taped them together. But then my ukulele disappeared because I taped everything to this box. Now, hang on. Well, this will be fun. Now, the new cookie is a chilled cookie, just so you know. Okay, so here's my guitar like the old days, my first year. I'm almost ready to finish up my 2nd year doing this at Crumbl, and I'm watching this black and white cat just going boop, 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 right down the street. And after my first year, they gave me that little uke. Well, I told myself, put it over here, put it over here. Look, I already have chocolate on my hands, you all. Oh, gosh. Can't take me anywhere. Okay, shall we get going? Let's get it going, and let's get on the train, the Crumbl Cookie train. Toot, toot. Ready, and oh, the light in here. Oh, dear. Okay, ready, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Crumbl Cookies, Crumbl Cookies, warm and delicious, soft and sweet. Crumbl Cookies, Crumbl Cookies, oh, what a treat, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. It can't be beat, I'm singing, oh, what a treat, it can't be beat. Ba-dum-bum, woo! Now, I don't know, the light schmite. It's very cloudy here today. We're supposed to get some snow for an hour, and then it's supposed to turn to rain in the afternoon. Earlier this week, someone was talking to me at 3 in the morning, because lots of times I wake up between 2 and 3. I don't know why. And never used to, but anyway. And sometimes 3:30, whatever. Anyway, and this person was telling, one of our viewers was saying, one of Barb's besties was saying, I forgot what I was talking about. What were they saying? Oh, I was telling them how it was snowing. Well, it was some flakes coming down on the ground and stuff. And I was like, oh, it's snowing. Well, that was it. It was just about 5 or 7 flakes. And that. Anyway, so we have not had any we haven't had any, we've had a couple of flakes, maybe 7, but we haven't had any snow yet, and we're in January, so it'll be an interesting winter. But this week is supposed to go down to 9 degrees. Woo! For us, that's a big deal. Now, I know some of you guys over there are 14 below. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. And you people up in Maine, I am thinking of you. I've been watching the videos. Oh, the fish shacks going into the ocean, they have been sitting there for eons, and I've been up there by the lighthouse. It's just, the world's upside down, you all. Oh, we just got to hang on. And, you know, and what I say, oh, I was about to tell you. So the owner over at, Josh over at Crumbl Cookies here, he said, well, their apps weren't working, so they couldn't get the mousse for the new sandwich cookie over in the North store, and they couldn't get the screen up with all the cookies that everyone decides which cookies to get. But he has such a good attitude. He is just upbeat and sweet, always nice. So anyway, he comped me the wedding cake cookie, which was really nice. And had I known that, I probably would have gotten a Kentucky butter cake. But I was just like, no, I'm only going to do 1 cookie today. Well, then I splurged and did 2. But anyway, I'm happy to review them all. I just, you know, life is, you know, you got a budget. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm here, you're here. Let's have some fun. Woo, 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 woo. Good morning, good morning. What is that song? I keep thinking of, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be all right. And it really is, you all. In the end of it all, it's gonna be all right. Now listen, I was wanting to sing this thing, oh, but it's too late now. I've just been going on and on. Maybe I'll do it a little later. You want to find out about the cookies. So where am I gonna start, you all? Well, I think I'm going to start with the one I am looking forward to. I was going to start, you know, usually I try to start calmly. Oh, do you know which one I'm picking? Think of which one I'm going to pick because, oh. And put in the comments if you know which one I'm going to pick, okay? Oh, I can smell it from here. Oh, yes, I have to eat the Brownie Sundae. Nothing like a Brownie Sundae for breakfast, you all. Oh, living life large. Oh, did I show you? Hang on. Yes, I got my comfy. This was from Crumbl when I was out for quite a while there. It's so cozy and warm. It's called the Comfy. And even if you don't get Crumbl's Comfy, go to the Comfy. And, oh, I'm not sponsored or anything, you all. But Crumbl did give this to me for free. That was very nice of them. So thank you, Crumbl. Okay, so let us look at this beautimous thing. Okay, so we're going to do the first cookie this morning. Ooh, 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 you know I'm excited. This is the Brownie Sundae, you all. Oh, that is a pretty cookie. Okay, let's see how they describe it. Ooh, I describe it as delectable. It says, a rich brownie cookie paired with fluffy vanilla mousse, gooey hot fudge, rainbow sprinkles, and a cherry on top. Now, you all, I didn't think I had tasted this before, but then all of a sudden I was sitting in the car, moving my car. Oh, more chocolate on my hand. That's a good hand. It produces chocolate. Anyway, and all of a sudden I do remember having this because I remember eating the cherry. Okay, I don't know about you, but when I was in college, I could take that stem, I could put that cherry in my mouth and take that stem and do 2 knots. I won't do it today, but maybe someday I will. There you go. Ooh, look at that come out of there, Goo Gooseville. When you eat a cherry like this, for me, I go, life is going to be good. Here comes that big old truck. Whoop, whoop, the inland seafood. I wonder where they deliver it to. Oh, probably to the Earth Fair place. Okay, I'm going to take a bite, right? Oh, I'm so excited. What a way to go. Okay, here we go. Take a bite, right? You know what I'm going to do? Oh, yes. What's so wonderful is the brownie's really good. This is a little dry on the top, but they've had a rough morning. But the crisp and soft on the inside. That mousse is so good, you all. And that hot fudge stuff, they just work together. They don't fight at all. They're good friends. this just is a nice cookie. This would be a fun one to take to the office or bring to a teacher or your plumber. Surprise somebody with it. Oh, that's good. It's funny how this world is, because, you think, oh, so I heard somebody say, I think I talked about it once, how this guy said to me at a store one time, get what you like, and then your person will, because I was trying to decide on this gift, if you get what you like, they're going to like it. I'm like, oh, I disagree. I said, there's so many things I love, and that person would not want it. It's just kind of like this. Like, if I brought this to a friend of mine in the hospital right now, she'd go, Barbara, have you lost your mind? But I bring her a sugar cookie, and she'd probably give me 5,000 hugs. She probably couldn't hug me right now, but anyway. Oh, that's a good cookie, you all. Woo, 2 thumbs up in the morning. Good morning, good morning. Ah. Okay. Hey, 1 down, 2 to go. So this week, we had a tree guy come, and he cut down some of our trees that were going to fall in our house across the creek. And then he limbed up some trees and cleaned things up. He paid by the day, and they worked hard. There were 2 guys. So we didn't get every little thing done, but we got the priorities done. We got more than the priorities done, so we feel good for the winter. Now we got to get a stump grinder. Because the thing was, we got the trees taken down across the creek, and we didn't stump grind the stumps, and then all these things grew right back up. Those tulip poplars, ooh, they like to grow. Suckers grow into trees. One of the stumps is huge. I'm talking huge. Okay, let's get a going. I keep thinking, I'm only doing 3 cookies. Well, first I was going to say, I'm only doing 2 cookies, so it will, I'll have plenty of time to talk, but I got to get a move on. So let's go to the second cookie. I'm going to do the cookie that was given to me. I kind of feel like I shouldn't be hard on it now, but you know me. I'll tell you what I think. And here we go. Okay, so this is the wedding cake cookie, you all. It's a pretty cookie, a warm vanilla bean sugar cookie, topped with an elegant swirl of vanilla and raspberry cream cheese frosting, and a light crunch of white chocolate pearls. I don't mind a white chocolate pearl. Now, this would be fun at a wedding. They're going to host a big wedding venue this week. Crumbl Cookies in the north is, and it's a wedding, what do you call it? Expo or whatever. So they're going to have these in minis, and then they're going to have the other sugar cookie, which is a white icing on the top, and it's a buttercream frosting. And so anyway, let's take a bite of this. I kind of feel like, I'm going to tell you, we say we're not biased. We say that we don't assume, but we're human. So I'm assuming this is going to be just like the sugar cookie, but I may be wrong. Now, did I read it to you? Oh, I did read it to you. The warm vanilla bean sugar cookie. So let's take a bite, right? Okay, right here, right where there's a little pearl. Little pearl. Oh, I got to taste something in a minute. The sugar cookie's good. What did they say? Did they say this was raspberry on it? Raspberry. I'm getting the taste of something else. It's very light raspberry taste, but it tastes like a cough syrup or it's kind of artificial. It doesn't taste like it's true raspberry to me. I can't remember. It's not Pepto-Bismol. It's not my cup of tea. But, obviously there are others. Okay, company coming. I'm itching my nose again. Others are going to love this cookie. You're going to call it a 10. I'm going to call it, for me, I don't know, the icing is a lot lighter now. And that's very nice. It's not as thick and hard. It's a pretty cookie. But for me, 1 out of 10, I think it's a 6. I think it's a 5.5, honestly. So, it probably should have given me that Kentucky butter. I could have chosen. I should have chosen the Kentucky butter. That Kentucky butter cake cookie, I've reviewed that before. And I think I gave it an 8. I'm not sure, but it is very good. I might have even given it a 9.5. It was, yellow butter cookie, and it's, melts in your mouth, buttery glaze. I was trying to figure out, what is a Kentucky butter cake? I had never had one, but it's like a pound cake, but it's lighter and bigger, and they put out like a glaze on it, of a buttery glaze on it, and it gets crisp on the outside. Sounds divine. Some people put alcohol in it, but I wouldn't want it that way. Woo, Kentucky. I got to go to those Kentucky horse races, but you got to get all fancy. I wish you could just go in sweatshirt, but that's part of the fun of it, I suppose. Anyway, but I always say, money does not buy you class. And money does not buy you taste. You don't have to have a lot of money to look nice, it helps. But anyway, I'm going all over the place. The wedding cake I was going to tell you about, the wedding cake. I grew up having this big wedding doll, a doll that was like, I can't even show you, like this big. I got this big old sweatshirt on. And she hung on my wall in my bedroom growing up. I've never been married. I'm 67, never been married. But I grew up with a bridal doll, so it shows you the influence. I always thought she was pretty, and we had it all splayed out, her big veil thing and behind her and stuff. But I liked that doll. I play with her sometimes. She was a pretty big doll to play with, but I'd always take her off the wall and check her out, see if she was doing all right. But anyway, God, my hair's funny today. Okay, we have done 2, and that one, I would say it really is like this for me, maybe a little bit like this. It's a funny taste with that raspberry. For me, for you, obviously, it's going to be different. One of our Barbara's besties said, Barbara, I love your videos, but whenever you recommend something, I do the opposite. I said, okay, that's all right. Everybody's different. That's what makes the world go round. What makes this pretty planet spinning in space? It's a garden, it's a harbor, it's a holy place. Golden sun coming down, gentle blue giant spinning around. Okay, here we go. This is a chill cookie. This is the new cookie. Okay, you all, 2 cookies in one. Let me show it to you. Ooh. Let me hold it like nice so you can see that, but look at that. It's a handsome looking cookie. A thick layer of fudge sandwiched between 2 honey graham cracker cookies and drizzled with a smooth, semi-sweet chocolate. Okay, see how big they are? Okay, look at that thing. You could just slice this and give 1 to one child, 1 to the other, or half to each child, or if you got 5, 6 kids, you could, use your little thingy. Anyway, let's dig in. I don't know where do I begin to tell the story of the new cookie from Crumbl, graham cracker fudge sandwich. Okay, come on. Don't you be eyeballing my favorite cookies. Don't you cross that line. We're gonna rumble if you touch my Crumbl. Hands off, they're mine. You might scream, me a mumble, 'cause mine are people of my favorite Crumbl. I'm not so much. Okay, let's take a bite, right? I'm not mad at this cookie. I didn't expect this cookie to taste as good as it does. Isn't that terrible? It's very nice. It's rich. If you don't like chocolate being rich, then you're not going to care for it. But I think 1 out of 10, when you're going to stick it on the side of the road, you're never going to hear her speak of it again. And 10, what? You can't stop thinking about it. You're going to go back for more. I think it's an 8. I was going to say, is it a 7? I don't think it's a 7. If it was, it's a 7.5. I think it's an 8. Maybe an 8.5. Actually, it's getting better and better. It's very sweet. It's very fun. This is like a beefy one. Like, you wouldn't have to take a lot of this. You could gnaw on this all week long. This is a fun cookie. Maybe it's a 9. Well, regardless, it's a good cookie. It's very rich. And so I would say thumbs. It's kind of like, yeah, it's very good. And I don't know if I did my fingers. I think I did my fingers for all of them. So obviously my top favorite is what you all know, the Brownie Sundae. And second is the new cookie, the graham cracker fudge sandwich, and last but not least is the wedding cake. And I think that the Kentucky butter cake probably would have been third highest, I think, if I had it. Well, the milk chocolate chip cookie would have been, I think, it would have been Brownie Sundae milk chocolate chip cookie if I had done all of them. But anyway, this was fun. Shorty but torty, but hey, you might be relieved you could get back to work today. And if you're having a rough morning, let me tell you, my morning was weird. And, you know, the owner over at Crumbl Cookies, they were having quite a time, but they had such a great attitude. I always say, you all, it doesn't matter. People talk about character and who you are. You can always be kind and generous and sweet when life is going well. But the true sign of character is when life's going rough and how you behave and how you do. Don't use that as an excuse, because that's when your finest hour happens, if you're up to it. Anyway, you all, not to judge, you just do you. You're in your own boat. You trail this, you walk your own trail, whatever, trail of life. Anyway, I hope you have a good week, okay, you all? Take it easy, and, I was going to say, I used to sing this song, too. We're on the upward trail. We did this at Girl Scout camp at the end of breakfast. We're on the upward trail, singing, singing, everybody singing as we go. Take care, you all. Bye-bye.